of the Women's Collegiate Varsity Petite Final Cruise with an excellent race all the way down the line and several lead changes as we move down our course here at the San Diego Crew Classic.
Flight line at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Are you game? Get closer to the animals. Photo Caravan Safari at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Are you game?
Have you ever thought, hey, it's only one piece of trash? Well, what if stormwater pollution affected you directly? The truth is, stormwater pollution affects us all. Don't let karma get you. Think blue.
As we look down towards the start line, the stake boats are getting ready to hold on to the crews to let them loose here shortly. I'd like to mention quickly, especially with that outstanding finish, that DVDs are available of each individual race at the merchandise tent about an hour after the race is completed. They're only $15 and a beautiful keepsake from all the outstanding camera locations that we have here at the San Diego Crew Classic.
Now locked into the stake boat, event number 70, Men's Collegiate Varsity Petite Final. Lane 1, Fordham University. Lane 2, Sacramento State. Lane 3, University of San Diego. Lane 4, Purdue University. Lane 5, Bates College. Lane 6, Washington State University.
Fordham, Sac State, USD, Purdue, Bates, Washington State.
Hi there.
Attention.
I'm sorry.
Go.
Okay.
And with the drop of the red flag, all 6 crews away from the starting position. Clean starts by all 6 crews. We had a stroke rate here. The crew in lane number 3 is rowing at 51 strokes per minute to give you the idea of how high these guys come off the starting line. Approaching 250 meters, still too close to call. Great boat race, conditions still brilliant. Right now in lane 6, Washington State seems to be your early leader. Second place, the Boilermakers from Purdue. Then further back on the shore side, in lane 3, it's Bates College. Then 2, Sac State, and Fordham closest to the shore. Washington State seems to fade a little bit here as we approach the 500-meter mark. So coming to 500 meters, it's Purdue in lane 4, leading this race by 4 seats over Washington State. And then back into lane number 2, Sacramento State. And then in lane 1, be Fordham. In that 6th position, rowing in lane 5, it's Bates College. But your leader, Purdue University, lane 4.
Men's Collegiate Varsity Petite Final. Lane assignments, Fordham University in lane number 1. Rowing out of lane 2 is Sacramento State. In lane 3, the University of San Diego. Our current leader in lane number 4 is Purdue University. Bates College in lane number 5. And battling for the lead out in lane number 6 is Washington State.
This could be a very, very tight race. Yet on heat times, Fordham and Purdue were almost exactly the same. Sacramento State and the University of San Diego almost exactly the same. Washington State barely behind them. All of those times very comparable in terms of variations in conditions between heats. So this could be a really, really tight race at the finish. This is the Men's Cal Cup. It's the second level collegiate event at this regatta. The previous race we saw was the Women's Cal Cup, and this is the finals for 7th through 12th place.
Rowing steadily on the outside, that is Washington State. They are battling for the lead against the Purdue Boilermakers in lane number 4. Through 1,000 meters, Purdue continues on the lead, and they are being challenged not only on the outside by Fordham University, but on the inside by Sacramento State.
Two crews in the lead at the moment are definitely Purdue and Washington State. They seem to have affected some separation between themselves and the rest of the crews, but it's not much separation. But it's lanes 4 and 6 that appear to be in the lead at the moment. Purdue tracked by Washington State, with the others so close behind them that we're all seeing them put in moves here in the third 500, trying to get back on terms with the race leaders.
Bates made a little bit of a move on the outside, trying to close some of the distance between themselves and the leaders, Purdue and Washington State. The only ones to seemingly fall out of contention somewhat now are Fordham University along the shoreline and possibly the University of San Diego, but they are all still relatively close to one another with an opportunity to make a move. Purdue continues to battle Washington State on the outside. Purdue in the dark jerseys in the middle of the pack, and on the far outside in the red with the dark shell is Washington State. Bates beginning to make a bit of a move as they've inched up ever so slightly. And then we have open water back to Sonoma State, University of San Diego, and Fordham.
Yeah, we're seeing a separation into two parts of the race. Purdue are trying to maintain their lead. Bates College are coming fast. Washington State is trying to maintain their challenge. And in lane 2, we're seeing a big sprint coming from Sac State. Big sprint from Sac State. They picked up a lot in the last 250 meters. They've been tracked by the University of San Diego, and Fordham are trying to do the same on the inside.
Purdue on the lead on the outsides. Washington State in between them. Bates College has made a move, and along the shoreline here comes Sacramento State trying to get back into it. It is Purdue on the lead outside. A battle between Washington State and Bates is on the move, looking to take over, but here comes Sacramento State along the shoreline. Still on the lead is Purdue. And then the battle is going to be for second place. On the far outside is going to be Washington State, Bates College inside of them. There goes Purdue across the finish line. Along the far outside is Washington State on second, and it looks like Bates University, Bates College may have gotten up for third. We'll take another look at it.
Looking at the replay, we're seeing Purdue come across in first, and it's going to be very tight here between Bates, who just get there, I would say, ahead of, very tight between, Washington State, who get there in second place, and very tight between Sac State and Bates for third. Even on the replay, I think we're going to have to wait for a judge's decision on that one.
Sacramento State probably wishes that it was about 50 yards longer because they were on the move and closing fast. They started their close just inside the 500 meters to go mark and got another exciting finish to the men's collegiate varsity Petite Cal Cup final.
I can't tell. I don't think so.